In 2002, Professor Dan Garrity of Gonzaga University volunteered to come help out at the West Coast Conference tournament. For the first few years, he brought one broadcasting student along with him.
After a couple of years, the West Coast Conference asked if I would be willing to take one student from every school in the league and do something similar.
We were looking at ways to do something new. We wanted to get some good video coverage, but we thought we want to do something unique. So we thought, maybe let's bring a student crew out here.
Now, the group that comes to Vegas every year is made up of one person from every school in the league. We call ourselves the WCC Digital Ground Crew.
The Digital Ground Crew is more than just, our extra video team. They've become a basis for us to find the behind-the-scenes stories and do social media with us and kind of grow with us as the industry grows.
You won't find the students given this unique opportunity sightseeing in Las Vegas. Instead, they're hard at work perfecting their craft.
We treat them like media members. We treat them as professionals. They're not just students when they're here. They work for us, and hopefully we provide them that opportunity to see, what it's like to be a professional in this industry.
I mean, you're doing everything from live blogging to tweeting, taking photos and posting them, doing post-game interviews, making your own, like 2-minute packages on feature stories.
You really get to have a hands-on experience and work under the guidance of Phil Taylor and Dan Garrity, Gonzaga TV professors who really do a good job making sure that you leave Las Vegas with a whole lot more knowledge than what you came with. When
they land in Vegas, the ability levels of the students are all varied.
You don't have to come into this knowing what you want to be or knowing that this is for you. It's just a great opportunity overall.
I came in with a decent background already, so I knew a lot of the basics, but a lot of the tips and tricks that really speed things up, really help your workflow, all that type of stuff, that's what I'm picking up a lot more on.
These students are given media credentials and work alongside television and radio professionals.
Man, networking is it in our business. So the smart ones are the ones who will introduce themselves to, Sean Farnham from ESPN and all the great writers, all the people who have made this their calling. They're the best educators you can get.
And the opportunities go beyond basketball and broadcasting.
I would say the best experience is getting to meet students from the other 8 institutions. You don't really have an opportunity to randomly meet students that are similar to you, and that's what this has allowed me to do. So now I can say I do have friends from each one of the West Coast Conference schools.
Some teams leave the tournament with a championship trophy, but this crew leaves with job opportunities in their future.
Well, I just think the WCC Digital Ground Crew has really allowed me to build a foundation for all the skills necessary to be involved in broadcasting. Dan Garrity's really done a nice job helping me with interviewing, shooting, editing, all those sorts of things that hopefully will allow me to be successful down the road.
Saying that I have not only these sample packages, but I have these sample packages from a major, NCAA Division I tournament that I can use.
And when those WCC Digital Ground Crew members do become successful, they'll have a few people to thank.
Awesome guy. Dan is great. He's hilarious and he knows what he's talking about, and it's really nice to be able to have someone to help me that I can trust, and that instead of just being like, no, you're not doing it right, it's constructive, and it's constructive criticism, and he really knows how to talk to people in a way that gets them to learn.
And even that rock star professor himself knows that this crew's success is owed to someone else too.
I love the WCC. I mean, these guys have invested tens of thousands of dollars into this very effort. And as a professor, anybody who is that interested in improving the student experience, you got to have a great deal of respect for that. The league is absolutely wonderful. They believe so strongly in this. I can't thank them enough.